We got a veteran team. You know, it's a little bit different locker room than I've been in even in the past. I've had some veteran teams, but I don't know if I've had a team like this with this much experience at the level we're playing at. So, it's you know, those key guys, Justin and Keenan and Lawrence, they've been here for a long time, and I think they're excited about their senior Big 12 season, and I think they understand the responsibility of getting off to a good start. So, we met back on Christmas night, and we introduced Baylor and had a short practice. And I told the guys, "Hey, Christmas is over. Let's come back in here tomorrow and act like a team that understands the Big 12 is about to start," and that's exactly the feel of our practice.
When you look at this Baylor roster, all five starters are in double figures. How much harder does that make them to get prepared for, knowing that all five of those guys can score?
Yeah, it's very challenging. You know, there's all types of challenges when you play Baylor. It starts with their coaching staff. I mean, Coach Drew's been there for a long time now, and he's built a program. And I think the most impressive thing to me, from the outside looking in, but a guy that's followed the Big 12 very closely since Coach got to Baylor, is their consistency. This is another great Baylor team, but it's no different than a lot of the other ones they've had. So when you start getting into the level of consistency that the Baylor program is, this is when you get into a team that, you know, literally has a chance to make a run in the tournament every year. So this year's team has the same athleticism and size in multiple defenses, but also I love the balance on this team. Like you mentioned, 5 starters and double figures. Lots of challenges for us this game, both with coaching and also their talent.
Their defense, they run the zone the entire game, but sometimes it's a 3-2, sometimes it's a 2-3. How do you get your guy? What have you guys been working on in practice to get ready for them just switching between those two the entire time?
I think I might have watched a little bit more film than you. They're running man-to-man a lot this year too. It makes them a little bit different than past teams. They've been running about half zone, half man, so we'll have to be ready to play against both. Within their zones, they run a lot of different kinds of actions. Really, it's based on their personnel. If they've got all their bigs in, they play a certain way. If they're a little bit smaller, they play a certain way. So I think with our guys, you know, just the ability and the idea that we got to make plays. We can't spend the whole game kind of trying to figure out what they're in. We've got to spend the whole game trying to be aggressive and play our game. So, again, Baylor's a great team. We have a lot of respect for them. We know we're going to have to play very, very well to have a chance to win this game.
Go over to John on the right.
What are your keys to winning this game?
You know, it starts with rebounding, not only with Baylor, but really any Big 12 game. John, you think about it, I can't think of a Big 12 team off the top of my head where rebound is not going to be the #1 key. You know, we know we have to rebound with Baylor. We're not going to have a chance in the game. If we do rebound with Baylor, you know, we'll have a chance in a game against one of the best teams in the country. After that, you know, it's really about our identity. It needs to be a low turnover game for us. We need to share the ball. We need to have balance. We can't let Baylor, you know, control the game with their tempo. We've got to try to have our tempo. But a lot of things, but I would think rebounding's at the top of that list.
Questions for Coach? We'll get the microphone to you. We'll go to Sean over here in the middle.
Coach, what's the one thing that you are most pleased about going through the non-conference section, and what you still want to improve in coming into conference play?
Yeah, I think in the non-conference we accomplished a lot, just like I'm sure Baylor would say the same. We had some success. That's always important. It's hard to keep getting better if you don't have wins to validate what you do. We got our younger guys, a lot of experience. You know, we're going to play some young guys against Baylor. We all know that. But to me, they're young in age, but they're not young in experience anymore. These guys got a lot of experience in the non-conference schedule. I thought, you know, that we proved that we can be one of the better defensive teams in this league when we play with consistency. And I think on offense, we proved we're a team that has a lot of balance and different guys can step up. So the thing we're still searching for, it's no secret, answer this question the same way every time because it's the truth. We're just looking for consistency. Well, we know in the Big 12 you can't win a Big 12 game playing 29 minutes. You can't win a Big 12 game playing 30 minutes. You've got to get to where you're playing a full 40, and that'll, again, be our focus on Friday against Baylor.
We'll go to Jeff in the back.
With that size they have and the length, the wingspan, all that, how are they can you grade them on protecting the rim? How good are they at that?
They're very good at it. You know, again, it starts with their coach. These guys know what they're doing. They're a well-coached team. They take good shots. They don't give you easy shots. They play hard. They play well. They play unselfish. It's a good team. Welcome to the Big 12. This is game 1 of 18. So with protecting the basket, it's a part of their identity. They recruit to it. These guys, they don't look the same at Baylor every year by coincidence. This is what they recruit to. They love length and athleticism. So this will be another game where we have to be real careful around the basket. There's chances to finish. There's chances to draw fouls, but there's also chances to be intelligent and throw the ball back out.
How important is it to attack them
Very,
offensively?
very important. If you play passive against Baylor, you have no chance. But I would put every other Big 12 team in that category too. This is a league where you've got great players and good coaching. You've got to be aggressive. And one of the key words in aggressive is attack. It's a word that's on our board every day is attack, because I think attack and aggressive really mean the same thing in basketball.
Anything else for Coach? We'll go back to John.
In the bigger picture of the Big 12, home opener, first game, you don't win. Okay, you're not going to win or lose the championship in one game, but how important is the opener at home to set sort of the tone for the rest of the Big 12 schedule?
Yeah, all 18 games are equally important. You got to protect your home court, but I respect and understand the question. It's just put it this way: on Saturday morning, you're going to have me and you're going to have Scott Drew. One of us is going to be feeling a bit better than the other. And that first game is always just big. You want to get off to a big start. And I think, obviously, we're in a business of winning, but I think what's really important too is to play well. And sometimes in the Big 12, you can play well and not win. So all sorts of objectives. Obviously, winning the games at the top of that list. We all understand the importance of protecting our home court. We all understand the importance of getting off to a good start. But I would echo that with we got to play well. We need to try to play well. We need to try to have some carryover from all the things we tried to get done in the non-conference to the conference stage. And so just a lot of sub-stories to this first game, but I don't think it's any different than any other game in our league on Friday.
We just telling them, that they're going to be better players, like on defense, you can't gamble as much as we could in non-conference, and, they'll make you pay if you gamble, and, you just got to be solid and, patient with, being on defense, and we just been trying to set the tone in practice as far as intensity and, giving them great looks at what's gonna happen.
Norris, what have you guys been working on to get ready for Baylor's zone this past week while you guys were with Christmas and doing just practices?
Being patient, picking our spots, moving the ball around, getting everybody involved. When we're inside, be aggressive, attacking, hitting everybody. So just not turning the ball over, being confident with it, and things like that.
And Norris, going into this game, Baylor's got a lot of size, 7 foot, 6'9". When you see that on scout, and when you're looking at it on tape, do you think, hey, I may have the ability to make more of an impact this game, or is it just like any other game?
Definitely. Whenever they have size, you need size to match that. Our bigs do a good job of getting ready for those games, and whatever the games we're in, either it's small guys or big guys, we're all ready. That's the unique thing about our team. We have depth, and we're ready to go every night. So.